Hello, everyone. Happy New Year and happy January. I wish all of you peace, prosperity, love, happiness this next year and many years to come. And being where I am right now, I have to say peace is the most important wish for everybody that I know and do not know. I understand how sometimes dramas are created to siphon energy, but at the same time, I understand that sanity is not necessarily a thing. And so I hope for all of us that things stay as peaceful and they become more peaceful than they've been, because they've already not been peaceful where I am located at this time in this country. Not as peaceful as I would like to be. We are on borrowed time, and we are in a place that we can't possibly own. Nobody can own anything on this planet. And to tell others that they don't belong somewhere, and we don't belong there either, none of us do. I would like to see more love and peace on the planet. I guess that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not trying to preach. I hope that I didn't run anybody off with that. I just hope for love and peace and prosperity for us all. And I'm going to get this reading started. The reading is not anything that I expected it to be. I first pulled an oracle card that said, all paths lead to home. And having seen that, I thought this was going to be a very warm and fuzzy kind of reading. And it turned out to be anything but. Based on what I've observed from the cards, there is someone who, or there's a part of the collective that has given their power away in the name of love, and they are suffering a great deal from that. And I would like to say, and I don't promise it won't be easy, having had to experience some of this myself at some point in my life, I can say it won't be easy, but your greatest fear is going to get you to the place you want to be. And at the end of the reading, I'll touch on that again. But the first cards that I saw after, because I chose two different tarot decks. The Angel Tarot, which is a lovely deck. And then I also chose, I forget the name of this deck, but it's also a very loving, positive, warm, fuzzy deck. I was led to use both of these. And I did also use some Kippur-ish after looking at all of the reverse cards that came out in both of these spreads. The first tarot spread, and then the second one as a further more information backup. I did pull some Kippurish to get more information, which I will share at the end of the reading. But the first cards that came out for the present was the Two of Wands reversed and the Sun reversed. And I also I saw the I'm sorry, I'm talking all crazy. I'm just kind of flabbergasted at how I feel so sad for the collective that might be experiencing this pain. And that, you know, those who are resonating with this heartbreak, you know, those who in the collective who feel like they've given up, they gave up their power in the name of love. They may have done things they would not have ordinarily done because of love. And they're coming up as a Queen of Cups, upright. They gave up their power, strength reverse, some time ago. This is not new. It's been happening for some time. And so the two of Wands reverse and the Sun reverse suggests that there are still things hidden that they have no clue about. So they're still in confusion while they're in pain and while they're feeling a lack of love from whoever it is they were hoping to receive love from. They're wanting the Seven of Swords reverse. So, you know, their intention has been to be forthcoming about their feelings in hopes that that this would be reciprocated. And just based on what I've observed, I don't feel that they've received what they were hoping for. And so I feel that the Nine of Pentacles reverse is, you know, what's in store for them, which is, you know, just feeling like depleted, feeling lack. The word lack is what's coming to me. They're feeling the Ten of Swords upright, which is defeated. And they're being seen as, you know, having nowhere to go, which is kind of, that's a horrible thing for, you know, the other people involved to feel like, well, you're stuck with me, I can do what I want. That's a horrible, narcissistic energy to have to deal with. And, you know, the fear of the Two of Cups reverse and being the Queen of Pentacles reverse because of your choices. You have to understand that what you're hoping for and what you're afraid of. Let's start with what you're afraid of. Let's go positive now. Even before I get to the next support spread. This fear that you're afraid of, this Two of Cups reverse, and I'm saying your fear because your fear of isolation, that's actually going to be your savior. Solitude upright, that's an opportunity for meditation. It's an opportunity for reconnecting with yourself, with your higher self, with your guides, with your ancestors, with your spirit team, who are always waiting for you to listen and for you to invite them in to help guide you to where you need to be for your happiness. So I've moved into this other deck here, and the Solitude card reverse is what backed up the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Isolation, the fear of isolation. And I would like to say, even before getting to these other cards here, that might be your savior. When they say rejection is protection, that is the absolute truth. And although I can see that you're fighting tooth and nail for this relationship, collective, those of you who resonate with this, for your own protection, for your own safety, for your own survival, there has to be a time when you're willing to let go, step back, and allow yourself an opportunity, as painfully as it might be, to take a look at exactly what's in front of you and the steps you have taken. And sometimes it's hard. The ego definitely doesn't want you to look in the mirror and say, wow, I really screwed up. But isn't that what we all do in life? We all make mistakes. That's a natural part of life. That's a natural part of the lesson. So let's get back on track. I'm not trying to lecture, I promise you. I just, I feel so bad for the person who's going through this pain. And I send you as much love as you can possibly receive. So the card that supported the Two of Wands here is actually the Four of Wands reverse, which means that the foundation of the relationship was never sturdy. And it doesn't mean that that's your fault. I saw a saying a couple days ago where a man was saying, instead of blaming the woman for making the bad choice, or instead of blaming someone for making the bad choice, how about blaming the person who lied and was dishonest about who they were that caused that person to fall in love in the first place? So let's go there. Let's not self-blame about the choices that you made that weren't good for you. If the person that you're dealing with, this dude here, which I'll get to in a minute, if that person wasn't honest with you from the get-go, and their whole thing was to market, and this is not, I'm not anti-male, but I believe this is a woman, or these are women in the females in the collective that that are experiencing this, and I'm picking up on now. Male marketing. Females do the marketing too. Everybody can relate to this. Men and women can both relate. You meet somebody, they tell you everything they think, they've been studying you long before you even had a conversation. And so they say what they think they can say that'll, marketing. They say what they think will make them look good to you, whether it's true or not. Okay. And then the card that went with the Sun reversed was the Four of Cups. The Sun and the Four of Cups. Sun reversed and the Four of Cups upright. The card that supported, I just lost one. Wah-wah. Strength reverse. Was Eight of Wands reverse. So stagnant energy. The card that supported the Queen of Cups, the base chakra reverse. The base chakra, and of course, I'm going to say this is the Ace of Wands. The base chakra, that's passion and strength. and it's reversed. So maybe it's supporting the Queen of Wands being very emotional, but not supportive of herself. In other words, pouring all of her water into someone else's cup. Okay, give me a second. Okay, here we are. And then the card that supported the Seven of Swords reverse was the Five of Cups reverse. So that means you were telling your truth about your feelings and your love in hopes that you wouldn't have a Five of Cups, which is you wouldn't have an emotional disappointment. The card that went with the Nine of Pentacles reverse was the Devil. It says temptation here. I like to talk about it as bondage. Giving your power away to someone else. That's the best way to consider it. You've allowed yourself, you've given all your power and you've gift wrapped it and you've handed it over to someone else. Here, I'm giving it to you. And trust that you'll be good to me. And this person had no intention of doing that. Okay. With the Ten of Swords upright, the support card is choosing wisely. So reverse, I'm sorry. So while you're feeling very defeated, you feel that you know that you're feeling defeated because of the choices that you've made. And then Six of Swords reverse is the supporting card was confusion. This person wanted you to be confused. It's easy to control people when you have them confused. And that was their goal. And then your fear of the Two of Cups reverse, the card that supported that, conflict and defeat. The Five of Coins, reversed. And we already talked about the isolation card, the card that your fear, the outcome, which in this situation, that might be the best thing for you. Instead of thinking of it as isolation, think of it as solitude. Because the reality is, if the person or that you've chosen to be in your life, if you truly love yourself and you really love being in your own company, and you know you're going to protect yourself, you're going to protect your inner child, you're not going to give people a chance to step on you. When you do enter a relationship, they have to compete with you and the relationship you have with yourself. That is the best competition. That is the best competition. Is this person going to treat you as well as you treat yourself? Is this person going to love you as much as you love yourself? If they can't measure up, run in the other direction, man. Run in the other direction. And then, so after I looked at all of this, I did go to Kipperish. And the 4 cards that I picked up, the first card that came out was Nice Guy in reverse. The second card was South Node. So here's a guy who's in his South Node. he has the image, or he's portraying himself as being someone in high honor, but he has an entity attachment. So even if he was in high honor at some point, that entity attachment that he has is going to defeat whatever he was, whatever he's trying to do, until he's willing to work on himself and do what it takes to remove that entity attachment. And contrary to what people think, the whole entity attachment thing, it occurs more than people realize. A lot of people have attachments. And some of the work that I do, and with gratitude to my spirit team and the gifts that my ancestors have given me, I see a lot of people with attachments all the time. And it's not a judgment, it's an observation. And a lot of it has to do with generational curses. And I won't even get into that connection of epigenetics and all of that school stuff that I don't have to do today because it's a holiday. And some of you don't even want to hear about it. So I'm going to spare you all that. What I am going to do is come back to this card right here. Embrace the solitude. I wish you much healing. For those of you who resonate with this reading, for those of you who are here just to be entertained, I thank you. I thank you for visiting. I thank you if you are a subscriber. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Again, Happy New Year. Thank you. Take care.